Yes, I'm Sir Roger Dickinson Smythe, Majesty's Viceroy to India, 1925 until the little brown people gained independence in 1948. And Gandhi and I, we worked together frequently when he was a member of the Indian Parliament. We'd be over for discussions and how to move forward. We had our differences, but for a little brown person, he really knew his onions. He was quite sharp.
Yeah, my name's Apu Patel. I remember Gandhi. We were roommates back in college together. I remember telling him about my dream to go back to our homeland and free our people from British oppression. He just took that shit. Never had an original thought.
See, Gandhi thought he was a genius for coming up with this policy of non-cooperation and passive resistance. No, he was just lazy. He was like a recalcitrant teenager. Clean up your country. No, I'm not going to clean up my country. Clean up your country. Oh, it's so unfair.
You know, we used to intern at the East India Company. And he got fired, and he just really held a grudge about that. He just a general disdain for all Europeans after that.
So once he returned to India, Gandhi returned to wearing the dhoti, the traditional Indian dress. Of course, he said it was bringing him closer to the people, but no. He liked it because it was like a big diaper. He and the other members of the Indian Parliament, they would go to this club where they would be bent over and spanked by British nannies. They loved it. Of course, this is what I heard. I mean, I have no direct evidence of this. This is not going out in England, is it?
Well, you know what inspired his first hunger strike? It was when he had man tits. It was just... had to get something about those.
Later in life, of course, the Indian people bestowed the name Mahatma upon Gandhi. And he liked to tell people it was Sanskrit for great soul. It's not true. It actually translates as rug muncher. The man was a prolific rug muncher. He munched a lot of rugs.
Gandhi hated the British. I mean, really hated the British. I once saw him choke an imperialist pig with an untouchable. He choked a person with the person. Blew my mind.
And Gandhi fancied himself something of a comedian. Whenever the book and movie A Passage to India came up in conversation, Gandhi would say, "You know what they should have called it, huh? Back Passage to India, huh? Ladies, huh?"
Me and Gandhi were at this party back in college, and it was for my friend's birthday. And the poor kid was hungry, and he gave him a frozen corn dog. Didn't even try to heat it up, just gave it to him raw. Never forgave him for that.
Many of the Beatles' lyrics were actually inspired by Gandhi's writings. All you need is love, let it be, Polythene Pam, Mean Mr. Mustard. Matter of fact, John Lennon started wearing round glasses because he was inspired by Gandhi's. And yet they were both assassinated. Coincidence?
You know, he used to start his mornings with 10 cock push-ups. Lifted his whole body up. One organ.
Gandhi was not a vegetarian. He actually invented the chicken nugget.
I remember reading his diary once. First page, first line. I am the reincarnation of Cthulhu.
Gandhi's lifelong dream was to drive an ice cream truck.
Little known fact, Gandhi wrote the Kama Sutra. I mean, he was a freak. He wrote the book on sex. I mean, he had one move where he'd throw his leg up on his shoulder and twist his leg around. Called it the Vishnu Special.
To test the loyalty of a new follower, Gandhi would make him put his penis in a Venus flytrap. Nasty.
You know, Gandhi once had an island that he filled with genetically created dinosaurs. He wanted to turn it into some sort of theme park, but everything went wrong. Life found a way.
Not many people know this, but the rapper 50 Cent's crew, G-Unit, was named after Gandhi. They were the Gandhi Unit.
You know, he once set a whole forest of Christmas trees on fire. Why? Because fuck him, that's why.
Gandhi was actually a skilled samurai. You wouldn't want to get too near him when he was brandishing two swords at once. You might lose a limb.
I'm pretty sure he was a wizard. Like, he kept going on about Hogwarts and killing Basilisk and kept his Marauders map in his back pocket. I don't know how he did all that. I don't know where he kept his wand either.
Fasting wasn't about spirituality for Gandhi. He was anorexic. He was always coming into meetings asking how his ribs looked. Tragic.
I remember eating out at this new deli out in bumfuck India. And the waitress forgot to bring us our salt. He flipped his shit. He stood up, walked out of there. I'm pretty sure he punched a nun. And then he walked 240 miles all the way to the ocean just to get his salt.